I'm Jahns from the Chicago Sun-Times, and I'm joined here at Halisaw by colleague Patrick Finley. Pat, let's preview the Bears' first game of the regular season this Sunday, Soldier Field against the Buffalo Bills. Expectations are pretty low for the Bills. They haven't made the playoffs in, 14, 15 years, and a lot of question marks about their quarterback, A.J. Manuel. I'm not sure they're sold on him. He's not even their captain this year.
I would imagine that a Buffalo Bills fan who might bump into a Bears fan on Sunday will turn to him and go, "You think you've got problems?" I mean, it seems like the sky is falling here when the Bears play a bad preseason quarter. The Bills have played a bad game every year for the last generation or so. And yeah, E.J. Manuel, is looking like he won't be the guy to kind of bring them out of the morass here. He is not accurate. He's mobile, which is great, but they've got to find a way to get their playmakers the ball, and most times that's turning around and handing the ball off to Fred Jackson, to C.J. Spiller, to the guys who really know how to run.
Let's talk about those guys. We know how bad the Bears were against run last year. They were dead last. They were just so porous. Anybody could run on them. C.J. Spiller and Fred Jackson, they are a combative, very competent running game here.
I think competent is not polite enough. I think they're dang good, the two of them combined. And we get caught up in a world of fantasy football where if it's shared, that must mean that there are flaws with both of them, and they're not. They're both good running backs. For me, it'll be interesting to see how quickly the Bears can score in this game, how quickly they can get ahead. The key to beating a team like this is to get them off schedule, whether it's long second downs and long third downs, or to get them down 10 or 14 points where they can't run the football the way they've been planning to. If you're the Bills, you know that they're going to try and go early and often to the running backs, maybe even to a couple of receivers on easy throws, and really not put the game in the hands of E.J. Manuel.
Right, because I think that's where they're going to fail. Kind of give the Bills some credit. They got a very good defense. Mm-hmm. They spent a lot of money there, especially in their defensive front. And it all starts with Mario Williams, who's going to go against Jordan Mills, who hasn't played at all this preseason. So he's a big question mark heading into week one here.
Yeah, Mark Trestman even hinted yesterday that Michael Ola could see some snaps there if Mills' wind isn't where he hopes it would be. Do you remember when we all laughed when Mario Williams was picked ahead of Reggie Bush in the draft? I mean, Mario Williams has turned into this fantastic player, and I don't think it's any shame if he wins the battle with Mills. But the key for him is to keep Jay Cutler from getting killed and from getting hit a lot, which is something that never really happened last year.
I see the Bears, doing a good job of keeping Cutler upright. I think they put the pressure on the Bills to keep up with them scoring-wise. I think Marshall has a good day. Alshon Jeffrey's going to do what he does. Matt Forte will get his touches. I have him winning 34-16.
I'm at 27-16 if you're playing in a suicide pool. This is a great pick to have the Bears just winning the game outright. I think the Bills might get a goofy touchdown on special teams or something that will send the Bears fans freaking out for a little bit, but I think it'll be an easy win.
All right, well, thanks for watching this Bears Beat video. Stay with SunTimes.com for all our Bears coverage.